Hello YouTubers, Joe Kersey here on March 10th, Monday, 2014, around 3 in the afternoon Eastern Daylight Time. Now Paul's doing a little sweeping up. I had debulked some of the detritus from the roof that one of our blue jays had thrown down onto the piece of indoor-outdoor carpeting we have out here. But one of Paul's virtues is he's far more thorough than I am in certain matters. And so he sort of, does the, I guess you'd call that finish work. The finish work rather than debulking work.
So it'll track the residual in the house.
Yeah, well, now, as it turns out, I noticed something today. Now let's see if I can get you a proper shot of the interior of this nut. If you look carefully at this walnut here, I think that's about as good as we're going to get, unless I can get really close. Let's see here. I don't want to lose the light. Let's try this here. Focus, 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 focus. It's not going to focus. Okay. Well, then what we'll do here, we'll back out because I want you to sort of see this. Now, that's obviously a walnut that a squirrel has eaten, the top part on. And if you look down carefully into the hole there, you've got sort of like very septated areas there, and clearly about 2/3 of the nut has been eaten. But
Leftovers.
yeah, there are a lot of leftovers, and that set me to thinking here. And what it got me thinking about was that where I had noticed this particular walnut thing back here earlier today. It was one of these little tiny squirrels. Now, it wasn't one of the little tiny squirrels I told you all about a few days back. This is clearly like a relatively newborn squirrel, meaning this springish, and it was cavorting around with some of its siblings. It had sort of ventured off here to assay this nut, and it picked it up and it sort of chewed around the edges, and then it set it down and ignored it. And I thought, well, hell, if you just flip that thing over and chewed through the back side, you'd get food, So this is the first time I've noticed that. It makes me wonder, are these guys sort of leaving 1/3 of their food out there just because they don't want to bother to do it? I don't know. It's interesting. Although oftentimes, actually, interesting, now that I'm thinking about it and talking about it, you often see these guys with the nuts are actually pretty much split in two. Instead of just having like a pumpkin hole thing you do for Halloween in the top of the nut, the nuts actually ends up being kind of transected And in those things actually I have looked at those. Those are emptied out. They do eat all that stuff. So maybe this is just a learning curve for squirrels. Paul's getting a visual aid here.
There you go.
Now, let's see here. Here, hold that in the light there. Well, now see there's one that's actually had both sides open. Flip that around so you can see both. See, that's exactly what we were talking about. It's kind of like freshman high school biology here, guys, and huh? Well, I was a very good boy today. I got up at 7:30 and did CME questions until 11 o'clock. I felt very pleased with myself. So I'm halfway through. So I've done 25 questions. I have another 25 to go. I figure I'll do those maybe in 3 days or 2 days. Let's see, now Paul's off tomorrow, then he works Wednesday, then he's off Thursday, then he works Friday, so.
And Saturday.
And Saturday, so I'll probably finish this thing up here sometime Saturday morning. Assuming I'm a good boy. It's great, it's 56 degrees, and there it is. I've been emailing back and forth with a friend of mine out in Los Angeles. And we've been having fun telling each other stories. It's great. So
Brad?
Yeah, Brad, yeah. It's been good fun, yeah. Well, on that note, I'm just going to say it's a beautiful day here on Alum Creek here in Paradise, or as I like to call it, Ashes on Alum. Island of Peace, Paradise. So there we are, guys. Bye-bye now.